There's a bottle sitting in your bathroom cabinet right now that costs about $1, and it quietly does the job of about 15 different products you've been overpaying for your entire life. The companies that sell you all those other bottles are counting on one thing, that you'll never stop and figure out what this cheap little bottle can really do. I'm talking about rubbing alcohol. That plain bottle of isopropyl you bought once for a scrape and shoved to the back of the shelf, where it's been gathering dust ever since. You think of it as first aid stuff. But here's what nobody tells you. That same dollar bottle can clean, disinfect, degrease, and fix things all over your home that the expensive products marketed for those exact jobs do worse and charge you 10 times more for. And by the time we get to number 4, you're going to understand why this little bottle is one of the most useful things you own, and why you've been quietly steered toward the pricey stuff instead. Number 2 is the one that solves a problem you've been frustrated by, and probably embarrassed about, for years. Quick, honest note before we start. Rubbing alcohol is powerful and it's flammable, so keep it away from open flames, use it with a window cracked for airflow, and keep it away from kids and pets. Used smart, it's one of the most useful things you can own. So stick around, because we're counting down 10 rubbing alcohol hacks that replace a whole cabinet of products. And number 7 is the one that's going to make you check something you touch 100 times a day. Let's get into it. Number 10. The streak-free glass and mirror cleaner. Let's start with the one you waste money on the most, that blue glass cleaner. You spray your mirrors and windows, you wipe, and there are still those faint cloudy streaks left behind, the hazy film you only notice when the light hits it wrong and makes the whole room look smudged. Here's why. A lot of those commercial cleaners leave a residue of their own behind, so you're laying down a fresh layer of film every time you spray. Rubbing alcohol doesn't do that. Mix a cup of rubbing alcohol with a cup of water and a splash of white vinegar in a spray bottle. Spray it on, wipe with a lint-free cloth, and it evaporates almost instantly. Fast, clean, and leaving absolutely nothing behind. No residue, no streaks, and no drying marks, because it dries too quickly to leave any. Just glass so clear you'll forget it's there. It's especially good on bathroom mirrors where it wipes away that foggy film of hairspray and toothpaste splatter. So your mirrors are handled. But number 9 is about a set of screens you stare at all day long, coated in something you probably don't want to think about. Number 9. The electronics and screen cleaner. Look at your phone screen in the light, your TV remote, your keyboard, your tablet. See that greasy film, those smudges, the grime packed into every crevice. Your phone alone picks up oil from your face and hands all day, and your remote and keyboard are some of the germiest things you own. So you buy those special little bottles of electronics cleaner and the pricey pre-moistened wipes. You don't need them. Rubbing alcohol is what a lot of those wipes are largely made of anyway. The trick is to never spray it directly onto the device. Instead, lightly dampen a soft microfiber cloth or a cotton swab with rubbing alcohol. A 70% concentration is ideal here, and gently wipe the surfaces down. It cuts through the grease and grime, disinfects as it goes, and because it evaporates so fast, it won't leave moisture sitting in your electronics. Use a cotton swab to get into the gaps in your keyboard and around the buttons on your remote. One caution: go easy on phone and tablet screens, since some have special coatings, so keep it light. Your gadgets come out clean, clear, and germ-free for pennies. So your screens are spotless. But number 8 is about a sticky, maddening problem that ruins your things. And there's an almost magic fix for it. Number 8. The sticker and sticky residue remover. You buy something new, a jar, a pan, a picture frame, and peel off the price sticker, and it leaves behind that gummy grey gunk that grabs onto dust and never comes off. You pick at it with your fingernail, you scrub, and it just smears around. So you go buy a special adhesive remover that smells like paint thinner. Rubbing alcohol dissolves that sticky residue in seconds. Soak a cloth or cotton ball in it, lay it over the gummy spot for a minute to let it soak in, then rub, and that stubborn goo wipes right off. It works on glass, plastic, metal, and most hard surfaces. It's also brilliant for lifting sticker gunk off jars you want to reuse, and for erasing the sticky residue left behind by tape and price tags. No harsh smell, no greasy film, just a clean surface. Test a small hidden spot first on anything painted or finished, since alcohol can lift some finishes, but on hard surfaces it's a miracle worker. So that's the sticky stuff handled. But number 7. This is the one I promised. It's about something in your hand right now that's filthier than you'd ever want to know. Number 7. The disinfectant for the germiest things you own. Think about the things you touch 100 times a day and almost never clean. Doorknobs, light switches, cabinet handles, the kitchen faucet you grab with raw chicken hands, your phone. These are some of the germiest surfaces in your entire home, and most people never disinfect them. Meanwhile, you're buying expensive disinfecting sprays and tubs of wipes for the counters. Rubbing alcohol at 70% is one of the most effective everyday disinfectants there is. That specific strength actually kills germs better than the stronger 90% version, because it needs a little water to work properly. Pour it into a spray bottle, mist it onto hard surfaces like handles, switches and faucets, and let it sit for a moment before wiping. It disinfects fast, dries in seconds, and leaves no sticky residue or lingering chemical smell behind. Wipe down the high-touch spots a couple times a week, and you cut the germs passing through your house for a fraction of what those wipe tubs cost. Just keep it off painted and finished surfaces and stick to the hard sealed ones. So your germ hotspots are handled. But number 6 is about a stain on your clothes that you were probably about to give up on completely. Number 6. The Tough Stain Pre-Treater. Here's one that ruins good clothes. The stains laundry detergent alone just can't touch. Ink from a leaky pen, permanent marker, grass stains, makeup smudges on a collar. You wash it, and it comes out looking exactly the same as when it went in. So you either keep buying pricey stain sticks that half work, or you give up and toss the garment. Rubbing alcohol breaks down a lot of those stubborn stains that water-based cleaners can't. For an ink or marker stain, lay the garment on a paper towel, dab rubbing alcohol onto the stain with a cotton ball, and you'll see the ink start lifting onto the towel. Keep moving to a clean section of towel as it transfers, then wash as normal. It's the same principle for makeup and grass. The alcohol dissolves what water can't. One important reminder, always test a hidden spot first, since alcohol can affect some dyes, and check the stain is fully gone before the dryer, because the heat sets whatever's left for good. Done right, it rescues clothes you'd already written off, so your wardrobe's saved. But number 5 is about a problem in your home that comes back no matter how much you scrub, and the sprays you buy for it barely slow it down. Number 5. The mold and mildew spot treatment. Look in the corners of your bathroom, around the window frames, on the rubber seal of your shower door or washing machine. See that creeping black and grey growth? That's mold and mildew, thriving in the damp, and it keeps coming back no matter what you spray on it. So you keep buying harsh mold sprays over and over, fighting the same patch forever. Rubbing alcohol tackles it without the choking bleach fumes. For those small mold and mildew spots on hard, non-porous surfaces, tile, glass, the plastic and rubber seals where mildew loves to grow, mix equal parts rubbing alcohol and water, spray it onto the spot, let it sit for a few minutes, then scrub and wipe clean. The alcohol helps break down the growth on the surface, and because it dries fast, it leaves the area less damp than a water-based cleaner would, which is exactly what mildew hates. One important safety rule: never mix rubbing alcohol with bleach. That combination is dangerous. Use it on its own. So that's your mildew handled. But number 4, this is the one that explains the whole game and why this little bottle makes so much of your cabinet pointless. Number 4, the all-purpose cleaner that replaces half your bottles. Go look under your sink and count the bottles. Glass cleaner, disinfecting spray, stainless steel spray, electronics wipes, adhesive remover. Each marketed for one job, each with its own price tag. Here's the connection they really don't want you making. One cheap bottle of rubbing alcohol replaces almost all of them. Mixed with water in a spray bottle, it becomes a fast-drying, streak-free, disinfecting, all-purpose cleaner. It shines up stainless steel appliances and wipes away the fingerprints and smudges without leaving streaks. It cleans and disinfects hard surfaces around the kitchen and bathroom. It cuts through grease and grime. and it dries in seconds, so there's no wiping and re-wiping. One little bottle doing the job of a whole shelf of single-purpose products you've been buying separately for years. And that's the whole story. There's not much profit in a dollar bottle that lasts for months and does a dozen jobs. There's a lot of profit in selling you 15 bottles instead. Just remember to keep it off wood finishes and painted surfaces, and stick to the sealed, hard ones. So that's the game exposed. But number 3 is about a small daily annoyance you've probably just learned to live with. Number 3. The frozen car lock and window de-icer. If you live anywhere cold, you know this misery. You head out on a freezing morning, already running late, and your car door lock is frozen solid, or your windshield is caked in a sheet of ice. So you buy those pricey little cans of de-icer spray, or you sit there with the engine running for 20 minutes waiting for it to thaw. Rubbing alcohol handles it fast, because alcohol has a much lower freezing point than water, so it melts ice on contact and helps stop it reforming. For a frozen lock, put a little rubbing alcohol on your key or into the lock and it thaws quickly. For iced over windows, mix 2 parts rubbing alcohol with 1 part water in a spray bottle. Keep it in the car and spray it onto the windshield. The ice starts loosening right away, so it scrapes off with almost no effort. As a bonus, a wipe of it on your wiper blades and door seals helps keep them from freezing shut in the first place. A dollar bottle beating the expensive spray cans all winter long. So that's your frosty morning sorted. But number 2, this is the one people get genuinely frustrated about, because it's an embarrassing problem they've quietly thrown money at for years. Number 2, the odor eliminator for shoes and fabrics. Let's talk about the smell. Shoes that reek so badly you're nervous to take them off in front of anyone. The gym bag that's developed a funk of its own. That musty smell in fabrics that just won't quit. So you buy the sprays and the powders, and they just stack a perfume on top of the stink. The smell always comes back because you never killed what's causing it. Here's why it comes back. That odor is bacteria living in the damp fabric, and covering it does nothing. Rubbing alcohol kills the odor-causing bacteria at the source. Pour some into a spray bottle and lightly spritz the inside of your shoes, your gym bag, or the smelly fabric until it's damp, then let it dry fully. Ideally somewhere with good airflow. As the alcohol evaporates, it takes the bacteria and the smell with it. The odor doesn't get covered up, it gets eliminated. Test a small hidden spot first on anything colored, since alcohol can affect some dyes, but on most shoes and bags it works beautifully, and it dries fast enough that you can use them again soon after. So that's the embarrassing one handled. But number 1, this is the big one. The use that ties everything together and best explains why this dollar bottle is one of the most quietly powerful things in your entire home. Number 1, the fast-drying degreaser and disinfectant turned loose everywhere. Here's the truth underneath all 10 of these. Rubbing alcohol has 2 superpowers that almost nothing else combines. It dissolves grease and grime that water can't touch, and it kills germs on contact. And then it vanishes into thin air in seconds, leaving nothing behind. No residue, no moisture, no film. That combination is exactly why it quietly replaces so many specialized products. Once you understand that, you stop seeing first aid stuff and start seeing a universal cleaner that happens to live in your bathroom. Greasy, grimy scissor blades or tools. A wipe of alcohol cleans and disinfects them. Grimy makeup brushes crusted with product. Swirl them in a little alcohol to deep clean and sanitize. Fingerprints and grease on stainless steel, the sticky film on a light switch, a marker mark on a whiteboard, a grimy pair of eyeglasses. One dab of rubbing alcohol cuts through it and dries instantly. The reason it works on a scrape is the same reason it works on 100 household messes. It disinfects, it degreases, and it disappears. $1 bottle, one powerful combination, useful in nearly every room of your home. And one last safety reminder, because it matters. Rubbing alcohol is flammable. Never use it near an open flame, or while smoking. Use it with airflow. Keep it off wood finishes and painted surfaces. Never mix it with bleach, and store it away from kids and pets. Used smart, it's one of the most useful things you'll ever keep in the house. And that's the whole story of rubbing alcohol and exactly why it makes so much of your cabinet pointless, all from one little bottle that costs about $1 and lasts for months. And the wild part? This is just the start. That same bottle has a whole list of other uses I didn't even get to today, including a couple I think you genuinely wouldn't believe until you tried them yourself. So here's what I want you to do. Go dig that bottle of rubbing alcohol out of your cabinet right now, and then pick just one hack from this list. The screen cleaner, the sticker remover, the shoe deodorizer, whatever's a problem in your house this week. And try it. I promise you'll be surprised. And that's it from this video. If it saved you some money, do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe so the next person finds it too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.